No idea. Oh, there he is. Dan the man. Hey, mate.
How you going?
Good, where are you?
I'm just on the jetty. Do you need a hand to carry anything? Or?
Oh, you already launched?
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but there was f***ing too many people there. I was in the road. So
Dude, there is a dead set queue there right now. No, we're good, man. We'll carry it down. We'll see you in about 3 minutes.
Right.
See ya. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. You was ready to go. We don't have to launch a boat. Love it. Dan the man. Oh, g'day, mate. How are you?
Okay.
You got the boat holding duties, have you? Someone's got to do it. How are you, mate?
Good, yourself?
Good to see you.
You too.
What's happening?
Oh, not much.
So, Dan, here we are from New Zealand to here.
Yeah.
That was a fun trip, wasn't it?
Oh, great, yeah.
What's the go, bro? You were a farrier.
Yep.
And you decided, nah, I'm going to be a fishing guide as well. What got you started?
Well, I fished all my life. I'd done a lot of beach fishing when I was a kid. Grew up bait fishing, beach fishing. I found a love for like sustainable fishing because after I had my children, I wanted them to have what I have. So
yeah, we all do, bro.
So I decided that I was going to try and get into the fisheries as a fisheries officer.
Oh yeah.
And not so much to like pin people, but more so to educate people.
Yeah.
So I did a diploma in fisheries compliance and went and got my commercial boat license. Then I was on the DPI website one day and there was a license, a New South Wales charter fishing license came up for sale, which they're only transferable. So I thought,
man, work for fisheries or be a fishing guide. Hello.
Yeah. So I go and play with horses some days and then come out here and fish the other days.
This looks actually really good.
Have you never fished long here?
Yeah, I'm saying today.
Oh.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I've seen some good flathead here. Oh, let's see. We're going to throw a big swim bait?
Can if you want.
No, what are you going to throw?
I'll throw a plastic.
Yeah, that big plastic thing?
I was just going to throw like a 4-inch.
I'm going to put a little swim bait on. I've changed my mind already. Have you seen these?
Yeah, they're the bone
ones, and they've got a white one that's just come out. These are great, and they brought out these new colours. I think they might be a Fat Betty colour or
A lot of
something.
people use them for bass.
Great for bass. All right, let's see if we can catch a fish.
You know, I reckon the best lure for any kids that are land-based and starting to lure fish are those MMD prawns.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They're dynamite. Everything eats them.
Well, what doesn't eat a little prawn?
Yeah, I know. And you just throw it out on real light gear and you just jiggle your rod tip. You can do anything with it.
Yeah.
And everything grabs it. Bream, Flathead, yeah.
Oh, I hooked him in the tail, have I? No, I got him in the mouth. I knew he was there. I only just got him pinned. There we go. There you go. Go fishing with a guide. He'll get you straight onto him. That hook's already out. I'll just flick that out. You can see what I've done with this lure. It's the cool thing about these is they've got different toe points. And so if I go to that front toe point there, it sits down and it just gets a little bit deeper as I work it off the edge. So when I'm working it off the edge initially, it's just a couple of thumps, thump, thump, and it keeps it shallow, and then it dives to the side as it pauses and starts to float up. And as I get deeper, I'll do a few more turns and it'll get down. Actually gets a bit of a vibration going, and of course it's got a jointed tail as well. New colours have come out in this, which I don't have yet. I know Flathead are going to smash them. That's a legal fish.
Yeah.
Nice little cutie.
Don't stick your thumb in their mouth.
Yeah. Are you bleeding?
Yeah.
So when you bring a client out, as a general rule, what do you normally do?
Mainly I'll bring them somewhere where it's a bit open and they can throw some plastics around and I can gauge how well they can cast.
Yeah.
If they can't cast overly well and they're not interested in casting,
Yeah.
then I'll probably do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah.
And
what are you targeting when you're trolling?
mainly flathead.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes down further we get some jacks on the troll.
What do people want to catch mostly?
A lot of them don't know. Most of the time they just want to catch a fish on a lure.
Yeah.
And they don't care what they catch.
And that's 90. You only do lure fishing?
Yeah. I'm not the sort of charter that if you want to go out and catch 1,000 fish, come and come on a charter. It's more about,
charter,
yeah, it's more about if you want to get educated on how to fish lures, where to fish lures, then yeah, that's what we do.
And what do you reckon, like, the biggest challenge for you as a guide, like with most people that come out? Is it casting? Is it?
No, it's probably more people's expectations.
Okay.
People's expectations are you come on a fishing charter, you're going to catch a heap of fish.
Yeah.
Where I say to people, if they can get 5 fish in a half-day charter, that's a pretty good day on lures. And,
100%.
But the 5 fish they catch are quality fish.
Yeah.
Where I could put baits on and take them out and catch 100 fish, but you're probably only still going to get 2 of them are going to be quality.
I'm going to get a flathead here.
We got a 75 centimetre one a week ago in that near those rocks.
Oh yeah, sweet as. Hopefully he's still there. Did you release it?
Yeah. We don't keep anything over 60 on this boat. No jacks, no mulloway, no flathead.
I reckon everyone should adapt that. Any flathead over 60 needs to go back in the water. I'm a big advocate for that, mate. I think that's excellent.
See that there? You'd think there'd be flathead laying in there everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Very much like the Gold Coast, like up on the Seaway, there's spots like that.
Oh no, that was a rock. I seen the rock.
After an unsuccessful first session, we spotted Rodney flying down the Tweed in an Addict Tackle skeeter. We pulled up just as he had hooked up to a decent fish. Of course, Rodney catches a fish before us.
Decent one too, but Rodney does use Hollywood drag. First cast, eh? Rodney's got on one of these new little pippy lure. I've got one in the tackle box here, I'll show you. Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. He's got the small one, this is the bigger one. Look at that, it's a little pippy, comes in different colours. It's even got the little tongue that sticks out there, it's rubber. Yeah, decent, nice.
Maybe a small one, but...
That's pretty cool, man. Obviously they work. First cast. Because honestly, tide means everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
And knowing when to fish at what point in the tide.
Here we're sort of very tide dependent and run out tide fish as well. If you go up the Gold Coast, you can fish jumping pin bar on a high tide, and then 2 hours after the high tide, then you can go to Jacob's Well and you can fish the high tide again.
Yeah, that's true. You best of both worlds.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Bergie?
I'm putting a bit of scent on this. Look at that, little pippy lure. How cool is that? They come in, who makes them again? We can't remember, some Japanese name. Oh, there's Rodney. And on the packet, it's got FF written on it. And that means that one side's got like a bit of felt. So when you put a scent on it, it'll actually stick on there better. Well, Rodney stole that one, and I just kept this little guy. I'm still going to put a bit of scent on it though. We're going to go up here, and it's a bit of a rock wall. I'm going to throw it around and see if I can find a nice bream. Probably get smoked by a jack, but we'll give it a go. See what they're like.
Oh, fucking done me.
Mate, the tried and true cranker crab. Just a little fella, unfortunately.
It's a fish though.
It's a fish.
Do you want the net or you want it?
No, I think it'll be fine. I'll lift him in. It's a legal fish. Do you find with customers, if they catch a fish on a cranker crab the first time, like they blow out, like they love it?
Oh yeah. They think, how do you get a fish on that thing?
Yeah.
It's like a fake crab.
Yeah. It's one of the most fun ways of fishing, I tell you can do. It's so good. And all you're doing is casting along the edge and letting it sink, correcting your line as it sinks towards you so you don't have too much slack line. And they just ping it. And as soon as you see the line go tight, you gotta whack them. Nice little bream. Starting to develop his blue nose. I know for a fact there's some monsters here, so we'll keep cranking. These jacks absolutely love these drains. Such a great place to target no matter where you are. If you're near farmland, sugarcane farms, they've got these drains into a waterway. Exceptionally good spot. Great cast, Dan.
After a tough day on the Tweed, Dan the man wanted to get us back on the boat to give us insights only a Tweed local can provide.
And we're back. It's a few days later, a bit closer to the full moon, and we're hoping the water's cleared, but at the moment, right on the top of the tide, it's about to start flowing out, and the water's nice, eh?
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
So what do you do in that situation if you've got clients and you're just not catching fish? Like, you just got to keep trying, don't you?
You just got to keep trying. Keep trying things.
Keep grinding.
Rattles. Sense.
Prayer.
Everything. Pray.
But that's
Usually
fishing,
we
though.
catch something.
Yeah. Well, we did. We caught a couple of fish. And can you believe it? The next day, he goes, oh, I might go out for a fish the next day. I said, I can't that day. Gets an 80 centimetre flathead. You're supposed to do it when the camera's on the boat, you idiot.
I think it's the curse of the camera.
Curse of the camera. No, not today. Today's a good looking day. We're going to catch some fish. Fingers crossed. Oh, jumping mullet. One of the best places to find good flathead is in these weed beds. I'm going to show you how to fish a hard body lure. This is shallow diving. It's a jerkbait, a reeless jerkbait, 120 SP. I'll show you how to do it. So I'm going to cast right over the top of the weeds. A lot of guys avoid the weeds. Don't do that. They'll sit in there. It's a great ambush point for them. All I'm going to do is just, you'll see the lure there. I'm just going, oh, there's fish coming over to it. There's a fish coming over to it. Now pause. So fish swims straight at that then. So all I'm doing is twitch, twitch, twitch. 2 or 3 twitches, and then a big pause. And it's 9 times out of 10, they'll eat it on the pause. Twitch, twitch, twitch. A little flathead actually swam straight over to it when it first went in. He didn't eat it. So it's just twitch, 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 pause. Oh, it's behind it. No, what is that? Yeah, a little flathead just came up. Real tiny one. You can see the spot on his tail. But these are great ambush points for flathead. So twitch, 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 pause it. Twitch, twitch, twitch. So you're not actually dragging the lure down into the weed if it's a floating lure. Let it float up above it. And the twitches don't make it swim down. They just make it come forward a bit. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Pause it there near the hole. Nice long pause. You can pause it for literally 10, 20 seconds. Twitch, 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 twitch. Nice aggressive twitch. Another fish there. Come on, eat it. You just got to hope they're in the mood to feed. Oh, what's that? Trevally. Oh, I've done a 360. That's basically how you do it. We got a couple to rise then, but they just didn't eat. Let's try this weed bed here. Oh, there's one. Fish on. Oh, yeah, it's not a bad one either. Look at that blue tail. And that deadly pause gets them every time. I think I just won a house.
I didn't bet.
You didn't bet? No. Oh, lovely little fish. We might keep this guy for a feed, I think. Oh, that's cool. Very, very cool. That guy literally came out of, I reckon, that much water. And the trick with when you're fishing hard bodies is twitching in the shallows so it doesn't dive too deep. And then as the water drops down, that's when you swim the lure down to get it a little bit deeper. Something's tried to swallow that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That means there's another big flathead. Oh, don't even tell me that. It's not a little dewy, is it? Oh, they're Luderick.
Oh, right, I'll get the vibe out.
There's about 1 million of them and I've snagged one. That's a solid one too. There must be, I don't know, 100 of them just sitting around that water that's boiling out there, and they're feeding on all the bits and pieces coming out. Huh. Not a bad feed either, these things.
They go hard.
They do pull real hard. There must be heaps of weed and shit coming out of there. Oh yeah, you can see it in the water here. There's chunks of weed coming out. And they're sitting there feeding like crazy on it. We might have to use our cameraman's arms.
Yeah, no, I think
You can do it. Oh, I just broke me rod. Just snapped me rod. I leant on the rod and snapped it. Having a good day, eh? Yeah. I got me chips.
Skull.
So funny, man. Lost me chips and snapped me rod.
Don't worry about tying a lure on that one.
No, I won't tie a lure on this one. So crazy to come into an estuary system and seeing trevally busting up like that. The whole water was boiling just now. That was cool. Yeah, I can see them here underneath us.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh my gosh. This whole thing, you can see them in the water here. There's literally, oh, I'm gonna snag one of them too. There's literally thousands, yeah, gotcha, thousands of mullets sitting in here. As my lure goes through, I can feel them banging against my line and my lure. Ha, oh, I'm probably gonna hook one doing this. Be good bait. Righto, what are we doing here?
Just five the bottom. That's if we can get the right drift. I don't know if they'll windle. I think the wind might push us back onto the bank.
How's the day going so far, Bergie?
How's the day going? Well, we've caught 2 fish, one on purpose and one accidentally. We saw heaps of mullet getting smashed by trevally, but they were just up and then gone. So it was really hard to get a hold of them. So it hasn't really improved all that much on last time, except now there's heaps more bait, eh?
Yeah.
And we've still got a little bit of time. Probably got another couple of hours before the tide bottoms right out. So I'm having a very enjoyable day, actually. You enjoying yourself, Dan?
I'm having a lovely time.
A lovely time. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, so that's where we're at.
Must be shallow in there. It's 1.8 out here.
Yeah, it is.
Even with the mullet stacked shoulder to shoulder, we still failed to turn a reel casting. So with time against us, we resorted to my least favourite form of fishing.
We're pulling out all the stops, we're trolling. Do you like trolling?
No.
No, I hate trolling. However, this wall is holding a lot of bait. We saw some bust ups before. The jacks are not up the top, so they might be down here. So we've got to do something to make it happen. And that's what you do when you're a guide. You do everything, don't you?
Have to try everything.
You've got to try whatever. I mean, Mother Nature can be a real bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not like, you know, you go, oh, we're going to go film race car driving today. Well, you just get on a track, you can film the race car driving. But fishing, you have to get the fish to cooperate, and they don't always do that.
No.
So we're going to troll along this edge. It's a beautiful afternoon. Got good company. And we're hopefully going to find ourselves something. Anything. Jack, trevally. Hey, you do know how to catch fish, mate. Ah, that's a keeper. Oh, nicely done, mate.
There's a lot of drag on it.
The target species, but it didn't take any line, did it?
Oh, I got wound up tight.
Have you got it real tight drag? Okay, do you need the net? Oh, it's a cod. It's a stinky cod.
Thanks. I'll take it.
Hey, absolutely. When they get bigger, they are a tasty fish when they're steamed.
Is it that that stinks?
Yeah, the cod, they regurgitate everything, mate. They reek. That one there's called a black spot estuary cod, and they get much, much bigger than that. Kind of a pretty, but kind of an ugly fish at the same time. Yeah, they've got literally, like the big ones, they literally have about 2,000 teeth in their mouth. Oh, he's got a little worm inside him there. A little worm there. Weird. Cool. All right, send him home, mate, so we can get a real fish. I'll just say this, going out with a guide, someone like Dan on the Tweed, or he also does the Gold Coast as well. Some days you'll go out and catch 2, 3, 4 fish, and that's all. But that's still a great day out. You got to remember sometimes, you know, it's catching, not fishing. I mean, it's fishing, not catching. But what you'll do is you'll learn. You will learn how to catch fish on lures, and that's knowledge that you'll have for the rest of your life. So spending a day with Dan, get out on the water, catch some fish, learn a few new things. Until next time, see ya. Let's go home, bro. Oh, see it? They're all jelly prawns getting smashed on that side. So if we can go in here near that boat, spot lock near that, we'll face that way and we'll be able to cast right into that corner. Yeah, look at them. Oh, like that's 1 inch. It could be just bream feeding on them, I don't know. Oh. Hey Dan, why don't you cast in there, give it a go, see what happens.